Our next guest, I'm going to bring the ladies on first because ladies always first, and then I'll bring on our gentlemen. So we have 3 first-time NFR competitors this year in the National Finals Rodeo, and they are not new to competition by any means, but this is their first trip to the NFR. And I'm excited to welcome on because I believe that everybody should be noticed for their accomplishments and their strides to get here. So the first I want to bring to the stage is, she came in 7th currently in the barrel racing, and I'm going to bring her to stage. She's from our home state of Washington, and that is Miss Pamela Capper. And then right behind Pamela, I'm going to bring from Hudson, Colorado, the young nun, Ivy Contardo. Welcome, ladies. Welcome. I'll have you scooch in right behind here with our lovely chairs, because I'm going to leave the outside for Mr. Longlegs. And
I'm recording right now.
Sorry. I am bringing to the stage. He is from our circuit up in Washington and Oregon. Then he's known in our area as a Flying Hawaiian, and he has come in 15. You got here. We're excited for him, and that is Mr. Cody Cabral.
He's 15 and the second qualifier from Hawaii, actually. The very first time to win qualifier.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys, do you guys go for that? And I think we might need one more. Actually, we'll just share. We're good. We got enough mics. We got enough cords going on.
It's cheek-to-cheek happiness up here this morning.
We make it work up here. We make it work. Thanks for coming on. Get enough labor time there? Well, so this is where we're leaving Mr. Corey on stage with us, because he's all about the timed events. So he gets what goes into being here with horses and runs and all that. So I'm just going to just start with Pamela. Tell us how your first night went. I know how your first night went, and I actually got to see the after celebration. So share with our listeners, because we are, by the way, Facebooking live, so you can say hi to all your family and friends.
Well, first of all, I came in 11th, not 7th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But still, I'm very proud of at least making it to the NFR in my position 11. My family's here. I'm very happy that they were able to find time in the week to come over and see us.
Your daughter has been, I'm sorry, your daughter's been traveling with you all summer. Is she here?
No, I've been traveling alone all summer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I got your guys' rankings. So you were 7th in the WPRA then. Is that correct? Is that how that worked?
Might have been 7th after she won the first round.
Okay.
If that's what you're looking at, the updated score.
Yeah.
So she was 7th after the first
You guys know this all better than this. All I know is you guys are kicking butt and you're here. And you got to pick up the Go Round award the first night. That was pretty exciting.
That was exciting, and being a rookie NFR, I wasn't exactly sure what was going to happen next. They threw me on the victory lap horse, and then they grabbed me off that and did a bunch of interviews and said, see us down at South Point, and dropped off the horse and ran to South Point and was there the rest of the night.
Now, Pamela has a very inspirational story, and it's kind of one of those stories about never giving up on your dreams. You have been in the WNFR since 2000.
WPRA.
I mean the WPRA since 2000, and this is your first your WNFR qualifying here.
Yeah.
And it's been 16 years that you've been trying.
Well, not necessarily trying. I have raised my family and became an empty nester, and my current good horse was ready to roll, so I just decided to keep going with that horse and keep her competing.
So what? You just decided, okay, I'm going to go after these goals, these dreams, and do it, and you are here.
I wanted to go to the next level and go to the tougher rodeos, the limited rodeos, and since how I qualified for them, I decided I needed to go and do that while I had the horse that could carry me there.
Well, and Pamela, you trained your own horse, and you touched on something that I think is really important, and that is empty nester, because I'm going through that right now. So I get it. I understand an empty nester, and I understand that, okay, what do I do now? I've been raising my kids, I've been working, I've been taking care of them, and what you mean I can think about me. And so tell us a little bit about that journey and that mindset.
Well, I still rodeoed when the kids were little, and they just all had to go with me. And then when they got older, they didn't quite go as often, but I still kept going on to the rodeos and keeping busy.
And you have 2 new grandbabies.
I do have 2 new grandbabies. My daughter Lindsay had twins in August, and unfortunately I wasn't home, but as soon as I got home, I went over and grabbed up those babies.
Well, and one other thing before we move on, I wanted to share with you about Pamela is when I called Pamela and talked to her, she was actually in Arizona. And it was funny because we were having a conversation because if anyone has been to Washington, our seasons, we get all 4 seasons for the most part. All 4, all the time. And, but for some reason, October was extremely wet. And we were having the conversation that maybe it stopped raining 1 or 2 days, so you had to move your training.
I did. It was raining so much and it was going to be getting cold, so I just decided to go where I could keep my horse exercised and have her ready to go for the finals.
Well, congratulations on your first night win. And last night, how did you end up last night? I know you were just out of the money, but the times are so fast.
Yeah, they got faster last night. I was happy with my run. She still went in there and did a good job. We just weren't quite as fast.
Well, and you did, if I'm correct, you are now tied for the arena record. Is that right with Mary?
Okay, what it is the first go-around record I tied.
Very awesome. Awesome. Have you been following it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But now, of course, my question, being a competitor, I understand pressure, and you know, being in a lot of these rodeos, Cheyenne or whatever. And I have a daughter that's 14, and she made the junior NFR, and her first run in just the regular barrel racing that they're doing, oh, she was so nervous, and she couldn't. I mean, she wanted to go throw up and all that kind of stuff. And so my question for you guys being at the national finals and even the first year is, how do you deal with that pressure?
I didn't really feel a lot of pressure or nervousness. They kept us pretty busy up until the first performance, and my thoughts were I just want to get to the rodeo and compete. And I was actually very excited just to go run. I more so than nervous.
I guess I'm not like everybody else. I get really nervous. Everybody always tells me, oh, I don't get nervous. I'm like, oh, I'm freaking out in the back, but whatever. Yeah. No, I just try to focus on my breathing and all that stuff, and just, try to do the same thing that I do every single time, but it doesn't work every time, and it's just part of it. But I don't know, maybe the older you get, the less nervous you get, but it's not seeming to work for me.
I don't know what's going to help with my daughter, but I'm going to try whatever. I'm a pastor, so I can't drug her, and so. But you know what? Just taking a deep breath and just saying, Lord, help me. I think that's probably the best thing.
Well,
Your hands now.
Well, and this is funny. I always, Vicki and I, the 3 years that we've been here, we like to bring the newbies to the stage because we know that it's your first, you're here and you're gonna come back again. All of a sudden, your schedules get super full. I know, Cody, we talked, and you're like, yeah. I mean, you can't even really book anything because you guys are so busy. So, how has it been for you guys? I know, for instance, your horse won Barrel Race Horse of the Year, AQHA. I always get this wrong, WPRA Horse of the Year. So, you got to pick that up. You guys had some fun events going on. You guys had the back number party. So, share with us, and Cody, you don't get to be shy. You have to pop in here.
Cody gets to go first.
Yeah, Cody, tell us what it's been like since you've gotten here as far as, and I call it the fanfare because they really are the stars. So what's it been like?
To me, it's mostly just been, it seems like everything's really fast. You kind of get here, you have your schedule set up for the most part. You get here and you're not sure what's going on, you get there and it's just done. I've been through what happened, yeah. So that's kind of how I felt about most things. Just getting to that place on time, on the next one. I That's just been fast.
I've had a lot of different stuff that I've had to do, and just because I got a lot of people that help me, and especially people that have been here a lot, Jimmy Monroe and Cassie works for Justin and all that stuff, and they set my schedule up for me, and I picked up some really good sponsors from all the stuff that I did this year, but it's been pretty grueling, and I feel like I've been here for 2 weeks. But all of the banquets and all that stuff is really fun, and the back number ceremony is really fun. But it's just when you got so many things lined up, it just takes a lot of energy. And so my first run, I was just already, I was worn out, but not worn out enough to not be nervous. Yeah, if I could have been worn out enough to not be nervous, that'd have been a good deal. But.
Yeah, they definitely keep us busy before the rodeo starts, and I was getting pretty exhausted too. And then when in the first go around, they kept me out pretty late, so all I could think is I want to sleep.
Well, I have to say, I was there with you that night because I was filming, and we stayed to film live the barrel racing because so many folks back home were telling me, film it live, film it live. So Brady and Jamie and Crystal, and so that you had so many people rooting for you. Ivy, I know you've got quite a group behind you, and Cody, I know you do too. You guys are all just worked so hard to be here. Cody, tell us how your circuit finals went this year, because we got a few minutes to talk back there, but it was really loud, so we really didn't get to talk about how your week went. You did really well and took a little bit of time off, but not much. And he doesn't really have a home. He's from Hawaii, but we've made the determination that he lives on the road, and you just never know where he's going to turn up.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on the move all the time. Actually, this next 2 weeks will be a long summer in one place in a while. So I guess Vegas is over for now. But my search finals went really good. The whole tennis steers up there was great. So it's kind of a good warm up for here. The starts really fast. I just, kind of kept my head down and did my job. It worked out. So I ended up winning the average and making Florida April.
I guess the last question I would have is maybe even getting some advice from people. I ended up 20th in the steer open, so that's a little bit more of a jump, about over 15,000 that I needed to win. Do y'all have a preparation part of, even getting ready for the national finals, the go-arounds? Is there preparation, focus, all those kind of things that are real important to you guys?
I have a routine that I like to just stick with. I know, get my horse ready, checking out the grounds, just being prepared for the rodeo to start and when I need to be ready to run.
I really like, and I know a lot of people don't, but I really like reading like the mental books where it helps you with like the preparation for you competing. I really like what's the name of the book? I was listening to it while I drive. I'll think of it here in a minute, but I really like to listen to those. I like to listen to the inspirational videos and all that stuff. I'm into that kind of stuff. I know that other people aren't into that, and they just do whatever, but
it pumps you up.
It pumps me up, and it makes me still like what I'm doing, even though it's really stressful. And I'm the type of person, I have to win to go. If I don't win, then I don't have gas money, so it's just part of it. But that puts a little more pressure on there. But as long as you can just keep yourself focused, and you got to find, everybody's different, so if you can find a way to do that, then that's what you do.
Yeah, you probably listen to Rocky music or something, don't you?
Well, I don't do very much reading, but I'll listen to a lot of YouTube videos, sports motivation, basically mental motivation. I'll just YouTube everything, and I'll listen to those quite often. And this week, I've kind of listened to that in the morning, maybe, when I'm in the room getting ready. And then when I'm on the road to the rodeo, then I get it cranked up, something to get the blood.
Yeah, because you watch Fred Whitfield, and he slaps himself in the face like a bull rider. Do y'all do that?
I want to, but I know people look at me.
That might hurt, yeah.
It just depends on if I'm feeling wimpy or not. And they're like, hit me, somebody hit me.
Hit
me in the butt.
Power.
I gotta slap myself in the face before I run my horse. She's, oh my God.
Now, Ivy, you were an Olympic junior volleyball champion, what, 3 times?
4.
4 times.
ma'am.
Now, is
Now,
this
don't leave out that fourth one.
No,
Big deal.
well, is this a lot different than volleyball, the preparation, all of that? I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it was, yeah, it's different. The good thing is that for the most part, this is more in my control because you're not having to deal with teammates. But, you know, my teammate is an animal, so it makes it a little harder. But it helped me a lot. I played for some really good coaches, an offensive coach for the Olympic team, a couple Division I college coaches and all that stuff. And, you know, they were very, very particular in what we did at practice, and we had log books and all of that stuff, and I had practice every day except for Wednesday from the time I was 13 till I was 17. I mean, I didn't know how to go out, I didn't know how to talk to people, I didn't know how to dress. I went to a charter school and had a uniform at practice every day.
Wow.
And so when I got thrown into the public school system, I wore sweatpants and hoodie to school, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy, but I didn't know any different. And so that's just kind of how I grew up. But definitely the driving and all that is way different. Being here for this duration of time, that feels more like a tournament style to me.